So a quick recap of market actions thus far. Certainly we have seen markets showing rather lackluster movements as mixed earnings result comes true. The S&P 500 index was seeing week-to-date changes of 0% from last week's close, and zooming into other indices in the US, we have the Dow Jones itself up 0.7%, boosted with some of the good momentum in the top 30 blue chip companies in the US, whereas on the other hand, the Nasdaq itself is being weighed down 0.5% on a week-to-date basis. Looking here at the Asian markets, certainly we are seeing quite good momentum after the key China PMI data that came through the Caixin private gauge itself, surprising significantly on the upside, and that has prompted some of the indices here, such as the Hang Seng Index, to gain about 2.7% on a week-to-date basis. So for the upcoming week, what are some of the key items to look out for and trading opportunities? Certainly for the full suite of events, once again, go to the IG calendar, the IG website for reference, but I'll just highlight a few things as per usual. So I think there's a lot of this attention focus on the US dollar, and that's definitely going to be the case once again in the upcoming week. As we speak, at the current moment, we do not have the non-farm payrolls or the US employment numbers coming through, and I do think that that itself is going to create quite a bit of sway for what we're going to see with the dollar movements. But as things stand right now, the dollar index itself is just supported above the 92.50 support level. So do look ahead to that, and should we actually see a break there, I do think that you will really unleash the dollar index itself down towards psychological supports around 92 to even 91.0 level. But for the upcoming week, of course, we have the market likely to tune into the many Fed speakers, including Fed's Kashkari, Kaplan, and also Fed's Bullard at the start of the week. So similar to this week where we have heard from Fed's Master and Fed's Williams so far, I don't think the rhetoric is going to deviate too far from the current dovish tone that we have heard, and certainly in the upcoming week, I do think the market itself might really see that being the case with not too much differences in terms of fundamental economic indicators. But that said, Friday we are going to see the CPI numbers coming through from the month of July in the US, and I do think that given the attention surrounding monetary policy and particularly the inflation performances, markets will really be looking ahead to that piece of data. The market's current market consensus sits at 0.2% month-on-month and 1.8% year-on-year expectation. I do think that's a slight tick up from what we have seen in the previous month for June, so I do think that should we actually see surprises on the upside, that could really help the US dollar to find some reversal over there. And meanwhile, looking at the regional markets, given the strong momentum we have seen for emerging markets in Asia, next week's China's data, it's unlikely to play a small role given what we have seen thus far. So for China's data, we have quite a series of events coming through, including the trade, inflation, and also loan conditions such as your M2 money supply, new yuan loans, and also aggregate financing. But I do think that for markets, really the attention will be focused ahead to the trade numbers. So we have had quite good supportive growth numbers coming through, especially given exports itself been seen at double-digit growth. And the upcoming week, the market is expecting China's trade numbers report for the month of July to remain with 11.0% export growth, and surprises on the upside certainly could keep that momentum for Asian markets going over here. But that said, looking at the Singapore markets itself, it's really been lackluster at this current moment. No change from last week's close, and as I said just now, China data could really provide support. But next week we have the market closed on Wednesday as well for the National Day holiday, but that's going to be a big week as well for earnings, with 6 companies on the STI reporting, so look ahead to some of these releases.